Hello everyone, and thanks for joining. Another rainy day here in the Carolinas, between 4 and 5+ inches of rain in the past 48 hours. So really soupy outside. Can't work on any cabinet. Humidity is well above 68%, as you can imagine. So I won't be doing any more cabinet work for a bit, but thought I'd take a minute and mess around here with some of the inlay. Again, you're looking at the front fascia on that Sears and Roebuck Silvertone companion radio 57D 1704 from the mid-1930s. When I left off, I was showing where I had printed a copy of the inlay to scale on my printer, and I still may go that route, but thought I'd try my hand at some hand drawing as well of the actual inlay on a piece of scrap wooden veneer here, walnut veneer. I've already got it laid out. You can see at a 45-degree angle. This particular one is, again, it's not perfect here to scale. Just roughed in about 4 millimeters. That's the width, total width of the inlay itself. So that's roughly what I have here. So first thing I want to do is, the picture here, this is after everything's been sanded. This was more of a yellowish brown tint. I'm going to take one of my wax sticks here that I picked out. I think it's a good match. And I'm going to apply it over the area. And what it's going to do is just lighten up the veneer. And you can see that is working pretty well. I'll just rub that in with my fingers, and then I'm going to take a pen, and I was going to use one of my Mohawk marking pens, but I think I'm going to just use a ballpoint pen and go over this and just create some of those horizontal and okay, you can see I have the lines here hand drawn in again with just the ballpoint pen after using the wax fill stick here to get more of a yellowish tint here on the veneer. I did narrow up the gap here just a bit, from 4 millimeters up to about 2 millimeters or so, and I'll show you the reason for that in just a moment. Alright, let me cut this out here so we can take a closer look at it together. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I like that. That looks very close to the original. Again, I got a little bit of bleeding there with the ballpoint pen that I used. I think I'll actually go back and well, maybe I won't. It actually makes it more mirror maybe the original, but there you can see the difference. And again, this has already been sanded down. This finish again was a lot more yellowish brown, and that's what I've been able to reproduce here. So I think I like that. Let me get another wax fill stick out, and I'm going to go over this edge here and here with something just a little browner and see what that looks like. Okay folks, there you have it. I think I like what I see here, and I think I can perfect that. Again, I took my veneer, and again it was cut at a 45-degree angle, so thus I've got a little bit of bleed through. Again, there's no sealer or anything over the top of the veneer. I've got all these open pores, so I think I may seal the veneer first. Maybe put some sanding sealer or something on it just to kind of fill the pores in just a bit. And then this is the color that I chose here, this particular Mohawk fill stick. Again, by going over the veneer here, I'll show it again the color, and just kind of rubbed it in. And then again I did the vertical lines just by hand, and I'm fairly close here on my spacing. Again, it's about 1 millimeter wide each mark, and I'm not too far off. And I may just do all of them by hand, actually, just to speed up the process. And then when I was done, I probably should have let this dry just a bit longer. I went along the edge here with this additional fill stick. It's more of a brownish tint, and it creates just a little bit of banding there along the edge. And I think once that's placed down, and again, let me try to get this in my hand here, get it up to the camera. I think that's going to be a fairly good match here. Again, after I just clean up the ink just a bit so I don't have some of that bleed through that you're seeing. So I just wanted to share that technique out there. Again, it's just a reproduction inlay or inlay look, not reproduction inlay itself. But I think I'll use this technique, try to make it better when we try to actually apply it here on the cabinet. But I think that process is going to work well. So wrapping things up, here's a closer look again at the reproduction inlay. I like the results, and I think after just a little bit of tweaking, we'll be set. Thanks again for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate your comments and, again, taking time to view my videos.